Good morning. Hey guys. Mommy, you know exactly when to come in here, don't you? Hello. Hey guys, how are you? Guys, I'm trying to experiment with this members only mode. So any of you who are interested in membership, come right on in. This is really kind of a little bit of a live reaction of Jasmine's video over here. It was quite disturbing to me. I was actually kind of like, hey, Courtney, good morning. It was actually quite disturbing to me. I was kind of like, are you serious? What is really going on here? So Jasmine is really kind of a master at really manipulating the facts of situations and really getting people extremely confused. Um, this is this is unbelievable. She has conflated her relationship, her qualifications for public assistance, her lying to her apartment community, whether she's got a live-in boyfriend there. Hey, Tina, how are you? This is also something I wanted to see too. When you do members only, do your mods come in? So that's good news. Hi, Anna. Hey. I will keep it clean, my dear. I will keep it clean. Um, so she has conflated her food stamps. Let me write this down. Her food stamps, the registry, her relationship, people who hate her, lying on her documents. Is that enough? Is that enough? Okay. Oh, food out of her kid's mouth. Okay, she doesn't see how all of these things, I literally had to write this down on a piece of paper because she doesn't see how all of these things go together. Okay. Guys, you know, it's the never-ending saga of this microphone. Can y'all hear me loud and clear? I don't know if I should put this up. Do I sound okay? Do you guys hear me okay? One day I'm going to get this right. Unfortunately, I just kind of never know until I actually go live with you guys, but I tried to do something different. We can hear you. You can hear me well. Okay. Guys, good morning. Good morning. Good morning. There's 61 watching this and 12 likes. So, hey, Kels, good morning. Hi, Flax MD. Hi, Courtney. Hi, Latoy. Hi, J Day. Let's see, Anna. Courtney Fixing Mommy, Tina Goodwin, everybody. Good morning, beautiful, beautiful people of YouTube. To take out my daughter's phrase, salty, and I don't have any headphones. You're good, Anna. I will keep it clean, okay, hun. Finessing her subbies. She's finessing herself, okay. So really and truly, okay, so this video starts off, and we'll play some of it if you guys want to, because it's all about you guys today. This is members and mods, okay? Guys, she starts off and she says, Saturday, I went food shopping. That's what we used to call it. My mom used to say, we're going food shopping, okay? So she went food shopping. See, I'm always really leery of people who give way too much details. Like, oh my God, I went to go buy food and my EBT card wouldn't swipe. How, like, oh my God, I went shopping and my EBT card wouldn't swipe. 11 words. Right now, this is 11 minutes just to get to the part where her thing is declined. Okay. But of course, there was a promo and all that other stuff that she got paid for, right? Hey, True. Good morning, my dear. How are you, Flex MD? Flex MD, all of you guys are masters at the comments. Okay. All of you guys are awesome. She said they went food shopping and the card got declined. Usually, she said, typically I get my cards on my stamps on Saturday. It was the weekend. Yeah, I know, Anna. She said it was Saturday. She was going shopping. So that was December 5th. And she said that she didn't have any food in the house. Now, we saw you go and do a kind of bougie on a budget shopping haul with your boyfriend. And I don't know how much essential water costs, but for the price that I think it could cost, if it's $5 or $6 for a 6 pack like that, um, yeah, you could have bought, I don't know, 3 packs of ground meat. I don't know if that was about $12 or $14 worth of designer water at Sam's. I know that that's like 8 pounds of ground turkey. Like, girl, you got a whole man living there. And I don't know if he works or not. Word on the street is he does not work. And if you've got a man living in your home that does not work, yeah, he does not eat. And Jasmine, before I get started on any of this, and Jasmine, if you're watching, whoever's watching, at the end of the day, you've had a lot of trouble since this man has come into your life here on these YouTube streets. I would start doing the math. Forget about the people that don't like you. You need to look at the person who's draining you, okay? Because homie is drip draining you dry, okay? Your luck has been in the absolute toilet since this man has came to town, okay? Into your home, and you had him up in that garage. Now, the difference, I was listening to the video when we first kind of really met Chris the night that they were on for the just extended remix of Trapped in the Closet. This was, and I'm talking Trapped in the Closet, R. Kelly. You remember that? It was just on and on and on. Or her version of Beyonce's Lemonade, okay? This was the YouTube live that would not stop. It was Can't Stop, Won't Stop. And they were flirting. Now, the difference between that Jasmine and this Jasmine is we've got Depressed Jasmine back. Have you guys noticed? Depressed Jasmine is back. All right. I don't know what link you're putting in the thing, Anna. What's that link that you're putting? Is it like guidelines or something? If so, if there's something you want us to read, just copy and paste maybe whatever's relevant in the chat. So I guess Anna's providing a link. I don't know what the link is, but Anna, if you've got some verbiage that's going to help move the conversation along, you're welcome to paste like a snippet, something very, because we all have short, we're all very like ADD in this click. Okay, so just like a snip. Check the link. Okay, so debunking the Jasmine, there's no one to talk to. Jasmine, there's someone 24/7 for food stamps, and I would imagine in this pandemic. Okay, so she is going food shopping. It's Saturday. EBT card would not swipe. Somehow she overdrafts her debit card because, go figure, she has to pay cash for food like all the rest of us do. Now, if you qualify for food stamps, girl, get your food stamps. I think the problem is that you tell so much of your business that there are people out here that don't like you, and they got time, and they are reporting you to the food stamp office. It's not because you're in a relationship and people don't want to see you happy. It's not because people are jealous. I mean, girl, do you know how easy it is to get a man out here? It might be hard for you, but some of us have never had a problem getting a man. I can't relate to that. I've never not had a man in my life if I wanted one. But at the end of the day, there's more to life than having a man in your life. And I think typically the men who are most desirable, the most interested in you, are the ones that see that you are not thirsty for them and that they can come in and complement what you have going on rather than have to come and clean up a complete blank show. And you know what I was going to say, Anna, but I know you don't have headphones on, okay? But fill in the blank, and it starts with it's a poop show, okay? All right. So if the kids heard me, they're going to laugh because I said poop, okay? Like poo poo pee pee Pop Tart sheets, okay? They might be on hold. It might be under review. Maybe they were approved. Maybe they were approved. So we're going based on the video, but let's take a step off from the video and say maybe this whole file that Kenny Walker or Walker Kenny from Instagram threatened to send over to public office, I don't even know, DHS or whatever he said it was. Maybe that got there and then you're under investigation now. And the fact that there's two able-bodied adults and there could be potentially some underreporting of income or some deviating of income to other sources, i.e. your mother, your grandmother, whomever. I don't know, maybe they just feel like they need to do an investigation on what's going on and see if either you're getting too much or you're not really needing it according to their algorithm and the formula based on your income. Are you guys talking about holding back food stamps? Why do they say that about assuming she should have double checked her card? I don't know. I mean, well, that's just the arrogance of being, of regularly expecting that deposit to drop. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, when you assume that something is always going to be there, why would you even bother to check if it's not there? It's food stamp day, bitch. Excuse me, ladies. It's food stamp day. It's the first of the month. Let's go get this. Fill up these carts. Okay. And there's nothing wrong with that. If you qualify and that's what you need to feed your family, there's nothing wrong with it. But at the end of the day, you have said so much to people that know a little bit more about you and know about your situation. Guys, anyone at this time, 155 people watching, guys, if you want to go ahead and come through and join the conversation, there's a $1.99 option. I know all you boss ladies out there have a $1.99 in your pocket to go ahead and pony up to come on and join this conversation. If you have a question, I don't know that you can send it via super chat. I don't think so at this moment, but go ahead, come through. There's a couple different options. If one of my mods could go and get the link, the join link, it might be in my description box. I would really appreciate it, and drop it. And I think if you go to my description box, guys, if you're not on a laptop, there should be just like a join button if you're on your computer. But if you are on your phone, I think the link will do it. So, hi, Anita. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Anita Med USA or Anita Medusa. Membership is worth it. But okay, back to this. So she stated that she was recently approved, guys. So apparently, maybe there had been a recertification. From what I understand, it's either quarterly or semi-annually. They're going to ask you to resend information. Remember, she told us a few weeks ago that she was asked to randomly send in some information. Well, either you were being recertified or maybe you're being investigated at that moment. It's possible that they sent you a letter and said that, hey, ma'am, you're good to go, my jazzy life. And then Kenny's dossier file came in. And that Patricia Williams, you the bomb, you the bomb. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you for joining the family and come through and chat. Yes, we appreciate it. Probably annually. So Queen V is saying for a family of 4, it's probably annually. And maybe they're also trusting you to be on the honor system that as your income increases, that you will report that or either collect that information and maybe quarterly. Hey guys, I've been doing a little something extra and I've been making some money on the side. I don't know if you need me to report this. It's called like promos and shout outs and things like that, right? So I don't know. I don't know what happened. We saw what happened about a week, what it'll last month with Instagram. And I love you too, dear. Um, we've seen all of that. And this is a problem. And what Jasmine is doing is coming here. She's gone from happy, coquettish, and it's coquettish, not the other word. Somebody made a joke of it and said something else, but the cute, sassy, playful, flirty Jasmine with John. Yeah, they have settled into for real life now. They are in the midst of bills, cash shortages, shucking and jiving with, yeah, John lives there. No, John doesn't live there. Excuse me, I'm so used to calling him John. But yeah, Chris lives there. Chris doesn't live there. Chris came over in the middle of the night to I had a bad dream, or Chris came over because I had a reaction to something. Girl. So Chris doesn't live there, according to you. And we're just going based on the video, but we all know Chris lives there. We know Chris lives there. I mean, he's too comfortable. The other day you had a video up and he was in basketball shorts and flip-flops. No man, and my frame of reference is black men. I'm sorry. And I'm assuming white guys too, Hispanic guys, whatever. If you don't live with your girl, when you come over, you coming over clean, you coming over smelling good, and you coming over with a nice shirt, whether it's t-shirt, button down, whatever, you're coming over clean because you're hoping that maybe when the kids go to sleep, maybe you might get some, right? So is this how this guy comes to your house in basketball shorts, a dirty t-shirt, a do-rag, dirty socks, and flip-flops? That's your idea of, can we give this man some credit? Because if he doesn't live with you, he looks awfully comfortable for a man that does not live with you. That's the attire of a man who is chilling in the house of which he resides, okay? And in this case, of which pays no bills. Hey, Miss Mabes. Hey, Cheryl Waz. What's going on? Hello, everyone coming in, and hello, all of you out there in the bushes and on the lawn. All of you watching this live members only, members and mods broadcast at this moment. Thank you. And thank you to our new member. We appreciate you and welcome, welcome, welcome. Do any of you guys not find this strange? I mean, we all know that Chris, aka John, does not live there. Okay. I mean, this is what Jasmine is doing. My God, it's like if you say it enough, it's like she Jedi mind tricks people. So, good morning. Life you live may not be your own. Ray of sunshine, come through and chat, boo boo. Do you have a question? Good morning. Welcome, welcome, welcome. We are so happy to see you. Good morning. Okay. So we know Chris lives there. Maybe Chris lives there and John doesn't. I'm gonna have to find the footage and I'm gonna have to bring it up to you guys. But the other day she was doing something with the kids. They were sitting down to read a book by the Christmas tree. I think did you hear her say, "Are you coming back soon?" If you don't have a job, you can't put gas in the tank. Now all of a sudden, now your income is the income I set up for you on extra Jazzy and Chris. Chris, understand that nobody's going to come to that. They're just coming to the channel to see the Jazzy train wreck. And then when and if you guys break up, if this is your channel, yeah, they're going to see the post. They want to hear the post Jazzy train wreck. And then they're going to want to see you with whomever else you're sticking and moving with. Okay. Also, people are side-eyeing Chris, aka John, because you got a bunch of kids and you're over here cupcaking in pictures and plaid pajamas with a family that is not your own. Now, there's nothing wrong with that as long as you are showing your biological children at this time of year the same type of love. How can you give these children any actual real love if you are not sharing the love first as a father, a real bio dad, okay? And going and handling your children and hugging on your children, whether it's Christmas selfies or Christmas cupcake photo sessions or whatever it might be. But I would not have had my behind in no cupcake session with some chick I'm dating who had CPS up at her house like the first week that I was introduced to her audience, aka first week that you may have been living there, not whatever, your hat's hanging in the closet. And because how are your kids going to feel when someone shows or their mom is watching the video of you prancing around Jasmine's house in matching pajamas and picking up kids and they haven't gotten their pickup? Is that a good guy? I don't care if he shines a dining room table like his name is Bentley or not. I don't care if he is just as good as having a Molly maid. I don't care if he's the world's best Manny. And I mean, AKA nanny who's a man or boyfriend. I don't care who he is. If he has not done for his children first, yeah, Jasmine, he didn't really need to be over there like that. And you should be side-eyeing a man who operates that way because understand that's how he's going to operate with you. It is not a good thing for him to put your children ahead of his because your children have a father. Unfortunately, he's incarcerated. So he has a family. He has a mother and sister and whatever else. And those people should be helping do for your kids. All of you people out here who think Chris needs to come through like Santa Claus, he needs to come through like Santa Claus for the Chris children. Now, if he buys a little something, something for them babies, good. Main person he needs to buy for in that house is the mother. And the mother needs to buy for her children. And the family of the Davis family need to be buying for those children in place of their father who is in prison. Okay? That's just the way I see it. You guys might see it different. Chris has no obligation to those kids. Bring home something fun for them to eat, maybe a game that they can all play. Be there in spirit as the man in their mom's life. Treat her well. That is what children need to see. Children don't need a bunch of gifts from your mama's boyfriend. Okay? Go ahead, make yourself known over to your kid's house and drop them kids' presents off over there. Okay? Now that is just ridiculous. Now, Jasmine said that because she's in a relationship, nobody wants to see her happy. Like, people don't want to see me in a relationship. Yeah, Jasmine, nobody cares if you're in a relationship. I mean, we've seen you in all kinds of hookups and everything else, and you tell us everything else that's going on. Of course, people are happy to see you with one person. It gets tiring seeing somebody be loose with their box. Okay. You want, I mean, make it to 35 and not have more than one partner experience that box. I would be like, wow, Jasmine, how is that? Is that interesting to you? Considering that maybe over the last year, I mean, gosh, girl. I mean, you getting ready to close out this year strong. I don't know what your body count is over there, your box count, your box visitation count, but girl, you got to really check yourself. And you don't think that Chris is taking all of this into account? You don't think that as he puts you on a shelf, Jazz on a shelf, who said the other day Jazz got shelved like Fred? You sitting up on the shelf like Fred, girl, you on a 30-day hold. That box, maybe he has uncovered and heard some box stories, okay? And these don't put you in a good light. He just doesn't have anywhere to move right now because cuffing season, like all the rooms are booked for cuffing season. All the dudes out here that needed a place to cuff, yeah, they got a cuffing spot. Okay? Because remember, there's more us than them. But thank God there's new ones born every single day. There's people divorced every day. There's people dropping out of relationships every day. So all you single dolls out here, not to mention, and that's just in that's just African American. But in terms of men overall, yeah, there's always going to be more women than men, but there's enough out here if you're open minded, right? Um, but at the end of the day, yeah, girl, I don't know if you'll get his seat filled this season, but it's likely that if he needs to go to another chick's house, it's possible he can find a place. Maybe he can go back to his old place. Who knows? But girl, this is bad. This is bad, bad, bad news. It is not our fault. Anyone on these reaction streets, on the crazy subby streets, on the we love you too much subby streets, that you don't have food stamps. If you need to know why your food stamps were cut off or your food stamps are gone, first check with Chris. Make sure he didn't sell them or use them. Make sure, um, I don't know if you buy for your mom monthly. I don't know who has your card number. If you happen to sell, I mean, I know that's illegal, but we know in the community that it happens. People allow people to go use their card for a fee, and they spend a certain amount. Okay, check that. Um, You said you thought people were having a laugh. Yeah, there are people out here who don't like you. That's any YouTube channel. There's always going to be a certain percentage of people that don't like you and that don't like you at all. And some that would be thrilled to see you have a hard time. Okay. A very, very small percentage, I would hope, but they're out there. They're out there for everybody, including your girl right here. Okay. At the end of the day, it is what it is, and you should protect yourself from that. And getting on live and talking and talking and talking and telling people all of your business. Like the other day, you were booking an appointment to go to the dermatologist. We didn't know we didn't need to know you had Medicare or Medicaid, whichever one it is. We didn't know that. We didn't need to know that. But you're saying that your income has nothing to do with it. These are programs that are all income based. So what that tells me is, are you telling people that you don't work at all? That you're a stay-at-home mom that doesn't get paid? Because if your income doesn't matter, is it because you told them you don't have an income? Is that why maybe you're under investigation? Does it not matter that it'll be tax time or whatever? Because who knows? Yeah, everything is income based. Any of these programs are income based. So you being an unemployed mom and a man living there who's unemployed, yeah, he would either be on unemployment or he would just be of the number that's no longer counted, right? Um, I don't know that they're going to take your food stamps away because he lives there. They would take it if he lived there, and or subsidize it some way if he lived there and had a job. If he lives there and has no job, that probably shouldn't be a problem. But the problem, once again, is that your apartment complex or whomever you're renting from. Jasmine said once upon a time that those are privately owned. So I don't know if there's a management company that comes through there, their condos, whatever the case might be. They look like just apartments to me, but whatever. At the end of the day, there's someone who has a vested interest in knowing that if there's an adult or adults who are staying there longer than a period of time and they're actually moving in, that they must be on the lease. And what's going to happen is if he has a job and she puts him on the lease, that's probably a problem, right? If he lives there and he has a job and he's on the lease, that lease is going to go when she recertifies, right? Section 8, hello. Or if it's Section 8, or if it's just Love Lies and Lacefronts, who owns a condo down in Austin, Texas, and I've only approved it for 5 residents. And the management company that I deal with down in Austin says that all of a sudden there's a 6th resident. Welcome, 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 Kelly girls, come through, come through. Welcome, guys. Welcome, welcome. Everyday Life with the Kelly girls. Hey, girl. So they may say, you know, I don't want 6 people living in the house. If there's 6 people, I'm going to need a whole nother deposit, and I'm going to need, I want the lease amended. Okay, because you've changed the parameters of the lease. It was for a 1 adult and 4 children. Now we've got 2 adults and 4 children. So I need an extra bit on that security deposit, and I want an amended lease. Everybody who's of age needs to be on the lease, and everyone is responsible if I don't get my coins. Okay, that's real. All right. Now, that being said, so she's lying, saying he doesn't live there because he can't get on that lease because people reported her to the apartment complex. Remember, if he gets on the lease, guess what? When you recertify, that lease is going where? Food stamps. It's going to Section 8. It's going to wherever, okay? It all ties into each other. But who is the blabbermouth here? It's not me. I mean, I do talk a lot, and I am a gossipy, messy mom at certain times of the day. But the bottom line is, who's running their mouth up and down the YouTube streets about their business that we wouldn't have known anything about had they not just started just talking, and telling all of their business. But now it's our fault because we don't want her to be in a relationship. We don't like her. And now we're taking food out of her kid's mouth. No, you running your mouth is taking food out of your kid's mouth. Someone said this in the chat the other day, and we all know this expression, and my husband's going to laugh if I know he's listening right now. Loose lips sink ships. Okay. Loose lips sink ships. Okay. Let that soak in for a second. Talk too much. Yeah. Your whole, it's a wrap, Jasmine. You have let out so much, and now you're sitting there talking like you want to punish people. Well, I'm just not going to let so much. Girl, I mean, you showed us the boric acid tablets the other day. You gave us a full lesson about your anatomy. We've seen births. We've seen everything, girl. We've seen soup to nuts on your channel. Guys, if you go back, you can see Kaylin's debut on YouTube, okay? It's there. It's there. It's beautiful. I'm a mom. Most of you guys are. Some of you guys, we were all born. Some C-section, some natural. At the end of the day, this is something that we all experience. But we've seen Rudy to the Tootie, okay? We've seen everything. But now you're telling too much. Girl, you've told us everything. Why stop now? Why stop now? Don't even blur out her private. Didn't even blur. Girl, and maybe when this was posted, in her defense, for 1 second, possibly the technology on YouTube wasn't there. Of course, the technology resided elsewhere, excuse me. However, since when you look at your analytics, and I'm sure some people have watched that video recently, you could have gone in and blurred that whole, blurred out your whole cookie. Okay. I'm trying to be compliant for the babies who are in hearing distance. Okay. But we all know, that sunshine. Okay. You could have blurred out your sunshine. All right. But you don't have to. I mean, hey, it's natural. We all got one. It's really not that big of a deal, guys. But at the end of the day, did I want to see a full picture of the cat? Yeah, no. The box being opened. No, I didn't want to. But yeah, childbirth is beautiful and whatever. But anyway, let me get back on track. So we're taking food out of the kid's mouth, and she's playing the sad Christmas music while she's doing it. I'm sorry. It made me feel a little dirty watching it, because I felt like, keep in mind, this wasn't a live like I'm talking to you right now and kind of going with the flow and freestyling. She sat there and then she edited it. Okay. She edited this and put that sad Christmas music. She didn't put her dun 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 all that stuff Chrissy's playing dun 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 all the stuff with she's not playing. She put the sad Christmas music. Okay. The other day when I was putting up a vlog, my husband picked up Farah to help her put the angel on top of the tree. And I was going through my music and I got the saddest, slowest version of "Oh Christmas Tree, Oh Christmas Tree." I felt it. And I wanted you guys to feel it too. So I made sure I didn't have like high energy Christmas music. I had the Christmas music that wants to make you feel something, right? Make you remember when maybe you put the angel on top of the tree, right? This is why I don't believe her, because whether this whole story is true or this whole story is a lie, girl, this was highly produced. You decided to put promos ahead of this. You decided to sell products ahead of this. You didn't just come on like real raw uncut like you did last night, girl, in your bathroom sitting on the floor smushing up your nose instead of getting a goddamn, excuse me, I'm sorry, getting a dag nabbit tissue, okay? Um, I'm gonna just tell you this. If you guys smush up your nose like this all the time, I know a girl who's got a permanent brown hyperpigmentation on top of her nose. Y'all don't smush your noses, get a tissue. If you're over like 8, yeah, you shouldn't be doing that. And even at 8, don't do that because you know what? You got boogies on your nose. It's a pandemic right now. Wash your hands. Don't wipe your nose off on your hands, people, and on your shirts either. Okay? You're a whole grown woman, ma'am. You're 29 with young ladies. Do I need to start my online etiquette class for young women? My God. Stop it. That's gross. That's gross. Okay? Um, Jasmine, if your stamps were not stolen by your man, by someone else out there, Pookie or whoever else, good morning, Carol. Hey, lady. If your food stamps were not stolen by someone in your circle, someone who you've given access to previously, who went and just bought Christmas dinner, then you need to check yourself as to why your file is getting a second look. And I'm sorry, but this is your fault. Now, the people that hate you, should they be calling food stamp office? I'm just going to say this to the ladies in the bushes, that 1% in the bushes. Yeah, no, y'all shouldn't have done that. Why would you mess with this? The woman, you see what we're working with here, right? I mean, you know those kids depend on every dollar. Does she spend her money wisely? Yeah, we know that. No. We know. We know she doesn't, and she knows she doesn't, and she told us she doesn't. That could be one of the problems though, right? You told us if you manage your money better, you might not need food stamps. There was someone in here who teaches financial literacy in the public sector, who was in our chat that day, and maybe one of our mods possibly, or a member. If you're here, put your hand up. But there is someone in the midst of this community who teaches financial literacy, I'm assuming in at a Department of Health Services, or whatever the case might be, and teaches people how to manage their whatever their budget might be. If you are under review and your food stamps have been yanked, yeah, this is your fault, honey, because we didn't need to know you were on food stamps, but you want to do what's trending. You want to get that viral video. Yeah, we all do. Okay. If you're on YouTube and you're just posting, that's nice. But if you're here for it and you're trying to get that YouTube check, make this YouTube money, yeah, everybody wants a video to be successful. And whatever that degree of success might be, Jazz has no shame. She's shameless. Okay. Shameless. We didn't need to know that. We didn't need to know about your Medicare or Medicaid. I'm not sure which one. Medicaid, maybe. Is Medicare for adults? Medicaid is for not adults. What a subsidized insurance. Okay. Um, We didn't need to really know about your relationship. Period. I mean, just because you got a man around the house doesn't mean, I mean, come on, there's plenty of people who have channels and you just see their husbands walking around and boyfriends. Excuse me, that's not your husband. Um, there goes my boyfriend. Like, big, you made a big deal. Other people making a big deal. Guys, like this live, 303 and 84 likes. Guys, am I dropping some TT to you this morning? Am I making the workday go just a little faster? Are you putting together, are you connecting some dots here? I think a lot of people have talked about it in lots of different ways, but one thing that you will see is that Jasmine conflates. She takes two or more issues. She's a master at this. And because of all of this, yeah, we don't want to see her win. We're trying to, I think ultimately, on top of all of this, that is all about her losing food stamps potentially. At the end of the day, it's all about they're trying to take down my channel. It makes you sound like a paranoid person. Okay. It makes you sound unstable. It makes you sound like you're hearing voices. Okay. At the end of the day, yeah, no one's trying to take you down. At the end of the day, I think that again, there's going to be a percentage of your 40 plus thousand people, even if it's two people. It only really, I would say it probably just takes one. And if somebody is tampering, then you need to report that to the food stamp office. If somebody is sabotaging you and what they provided isn't factual, see, at the end of the day, whatever they sent, I said the end of the day 3 times very closely. So it's end of many days. Sorry. In summary, if someone has provided enough information for a federal program to yank or put a halt on your money, there's something there, Jasmine. You need to come to grips with you got a blabbermouth. You talk too much. Homegirl, you never shut up. Okay? We all know that one. Okay? You talk too much. You've told us all your business because you want us to be you want us all to be friends. You want to be real and relatable because you say a lot of people can relate to what you do and how you live. Yeah, no, a lot of people can't relate to what you do and how you live. There are people who don't work. Yes. There are people who get food stamps. Yes. There are people who get Medicare. I forget which one it is. Yes. There's not, everyone does not YouTube, my dear. I know you've been doing it since you were like 20 and you've never had a job, like a real job or maybe like a part-time job or whatever. But yeah, like no one can really relate to how you live. I can't relate. I can relate to you on the YouTuber level because I post videos. I post videos here and I post videos elsewhere. Um, I can relate to you on, we got the same birthday. I can relate to you on wanting love in your life, right? I have it and you're trying to get it. And that's a beautiful thing. But you need to select someone who is showing you love. You are doing the most for this guy and we see you in nothing but trouble since you have introduced this man to the YouTube streets, okay? Trouble. Hi Bren, how are you? How's it going? Guys, this is not, you're not imagining things. This is the first member and mod live chat. So all of us can enjoy it, but the members and the mods, what up, what up, what up? Yay. I'm so glad you're all here. Members, I'm not seeing a lot of green. Well, FlaxMD is a member too, but members out there, come on, get into these comments, send a question. What do you think? Have some dots been connected? What are your thoughts on what is going on here? Like, is this not, it's a mind bender if you're not keeping track. The registry. Yeah, we're going to talk about that in a video I have that's actually set to drop as soon as I finish this, which I would love for you all to go watch. But what I'm going to say about the registry is this. Because of all of this, and because of her relationship, and because she says that nobody wants her to be happy, nobody wants her to have a man, we're taking food out of the kid's mouth, people hate her, and if you don't like me, just get off my channel. No, we find you interesting. I don't have to like you as a person. I just have to find your content compelling, and it's compelling like a mother, okay? No pun intended. It's compelling AF, okay? That's why we're here. That's why we are talking about it, okay? That registry, I thought it was very interesting how you decided and said, well, I'm going to take my links out of my description box. But did you take down the video? You can take it out of the description box, but as long as people need to know that they go to the cutesy little video with the beautiful children, yeah, that's where it is. And then does that make a difference if you just know Jasmine Dukes? Everybody knows your name. So they can just go to Walmart and go find, girl, do you, come on now, Jasmine, come on, girl. What I think I think I covered all points. I'll probably end up finishing and like, oh yeah, I didn't get to talk about this or that. Jasmine has been on YouTube for a long time, as well as Chrissy. These girls, Jasmine, I'm not familiar with your college, and I don't know what you learned there, but my God. But Jasmine and Chrissy came on YouTube. They were very young women. And I think that as their audiences have grown, so has everyone else. Everyone's growing up. There's some people who are like, I've been watching Chrissy since she was Christina and since she had her first baby, or she had the twins online, or whatever the case might be. That being said, some people have elevated in career, they have gone further in education. These girls have maintained and grown YouTube channels. So this is their career, and there's nothing wrong with the influencer career. I'm not knocking that, and I'm not you haven't heard me tell them to get a job. Now, if you need to do something and your money's not right, well, then you do what you need to do, like maybe sell pictures to guys who are going to send you cash apps and then say your pictures got leaked. I don't know. Both of these mommies that I just mentioned. But at the end of the day, you know, these girls or these women who still kind of act like girls, because there are people who've been watching them since they were their age now. So if you started watching JAZZY and you were 28 or 29, well, yeah, you might be about 37, 38 and know a little bit more and are just kind of like, girl, what are you still doing? Okay. And income. Some people are in a whole nother 5 tax brackets from where they were when they started watching JAZZY or Chrissy to where they are now. Okay. Just like Chrissy lived in a small little apartment with 5 babies when she brought home the twins. Now she's living in a 2,500 square foot home in Houston, Texas. You know what I'm saying? So things happen, things change, right? Hi, TMR. Things happen, things change. We elevate, right? Mentally, these women have not elevated much. Now they know the YouTube game to a certain extent, but they're not playing they're not in a sophisticated game of playing YouTube. Okay. Because for those of you who don't know, it's like chess. It's not checkers, it's chess. Checkers is when you post a video. Chess is your YouTube life as far as those analytics are concerned, right? But at the end of the day, Jasmine has released a lot of information about herself, and now it's everybody's fault but her own. She wants people to buy for her children, and there's nothing wrong with that. However, at the end of the day, you got to take the scrutiny of people calling out your man. You've introduced you didn't have to introduce him to everybody. You didn't have to. Just because people asked you to didn't mean you had to. You don't have to lie just because your apartment complex now knows he lives there, and you know that ultimately all the way when you kick the can all the way down the road, it matters that he lives there, because at the end of the day, you won't get your food stamps back because either he has a job and his income will count and it's a problem, or you can't afford to pay the difference of what they're going to want from you because he lives there. So you have really, what they say, painted yourself into a corner. Nettie, real life, come through, come through. Yes. Welcome. Guys, thank you for joining today. All of you guys who joined. But yeah, guys, this is a problem. Jasmine has painted herself into a corner. Mysterious, you said you couldn't type. When that I mean, you're not only, I mean, you're a member, so yeah, I'm not sure why, but you know what? Sometimes did you have to close out your Chrome and kind of like restart a little bit, or at least restart your browser? That happens sometimes. But you're a member, my love. I wouldn't say I can't believe anything that Jazz says. I think I always like to say based on a true story. I think some of this is real, some of this is put on. The part of it that's put on is the part with the sad music and trying to tug at our heartstrings, because she basically has focused this all around not having food to eat. And we know that that's a basic necessity that we all must have to survive. Ultimately, it is your responsibility. You have a man there who, if he has a driver's license, needs to go ahead and start delivering Uber Eats or DoorDash or Instacart. There's ways to make money quickly. And I don't know what the vetting process is for these programs, but at the end of the day, you put the information out that created the situation where, if what you're trying to say is that you don't get food stamps anymore, because you said I don't get food, if I'm not getting food stamps anymore, I'm not getting food stamps anymore, guys. Then how were you approved? You wouldn't have gotten a letter if you know that you don't get food stamps anymore. Then I would imagine you would be saying to us when you called us in the video and said, guys, I had a confirmation letter, but this weekend my food stamps were gone. I called on Monday and they said that due to certain situation under investigation, or my income was deemed too high, or that there are some discrepancies, and they sent us some YouTube videos, and we're putting a hold on this. Then that's the story that we needed to hear, because you tell us everything else. I've been there, done that, and see it in her, where I allowed a man to use me. I'm looking dumb, and I matured and learned from it. Yeah, the streets are talking. Even on Saturday in the live that Tasha had with the lady Ozzy, time after time, and she finally got tired of it. I'm assuming now she's got a very nice husband. She looks very happy. But she told us, I mean, it was like painful listening to that story of how many times she was duped by her husband because I was like, he was going to whatever the big city is in Nigeria. I mean, my goodness, if I think about it for a second longer. But anyway, this lady, if you hadn't watched it, I believe it's posted. The lady, Chris, if you are seeing that you are taking Jasmine through the ringer and you actually really care about her, you would pack up and do something, or you would go work somewhere and bring her some food stamps. Or not food stamps, some food, some money, not deplete her. Because at the end of the day, hey, pineapples, at the end of the day, is it Abogetti? whatever that big city was where he was with hotels and entertaining women, I was like, my God, it happened at least several times, all the way down to her managing the sale of her mom's home and him convincing her, Abuja, yes, um, giving up the monies to this man. Jasmine, don't be a victim. You yeah, and that's all I'm going to say. I'm not going to sit here and give her advice. She listened to this whole hour and you'll get the picture. At the end of the day, my God, this is just a fiasco. Um and the fact that she is so skilled at taking all of these things and being able to polarize. Do you guys not see, members and mods? I know you do. She has kind of like different, it's almost like a politician. You know how politicians are like, well, I got to go get the black vote. I got to go get the Jewish vote. I got to go get the women's vote. I got to go get the the Black Lives Matter votes. I got to go get the 1%, my wealthiest of the wealth. I need to go get the actors and the I need to go get Jay-Z and Beyonce. You know what I'm saying? She got constituents. The food, you taking food out of my kid's mouth. Then the people who care about her and Chris, you just don't want me to have a relationship. Yeah, fortunately, my mom was able to help. So, Miss Cheryl's having problems. She mentioned something about financial statements and whatever. We don't know what's going on over there. I mean, that story was so hard to follow. Um, People who care about Mom Duke, see what you're doing? You're hurting her mother. But her mother's on a drama channel that you created, okay? Yeah, the people that hate me. Yeah, the reactors. I hate the reactors, but it's not the reactors who's doing it. It's the people in the bushes. It's 1% of the people in the bushes. Those bees in the bushes, okay? The ones that have that get a thrill out of effing with you the long way, okay? That's what's happening, okay? But at the end of the day, I keep saying that, sorry. If you would not have given some sort of information or lied or whatever the case, maybe because you made a point of telling everyone that you turned in all of your documents on time. Maybe you turned them in late. I don't know, because you give a lot of irrelevant details. The assumption is if it's about your money, you would turn it in on time. The fact that you needed to sit there and type out a whole message that, yeah, I got all my documents in on time, guys, tells me that maybe, sometimes where there's smoke, there's fire. So whatever you did, you have some responsibility here, ma'am. You just do. And if you don't believe it, take a minute, get your journal, sit down and look at yourself. Have a conversation with JAZZY. Jasmine, I mean, Carol, I don't, I mean, okay, it's possible. It's possible. Scammer, I don't see the scam other than she's a complete and total, what I'll say is opportunist. I think that she is manipulative. She knows how to set the trap, and she's coming to get whatever she can collect, whether it's sympathy, whether it's cash, whether it's gifts. When she said in that gift registry video, yeah, I'm going to buy some stuff on the registry. Why do you need to buy stuff on the registry? I think it's just called buying gifts for your kids. Since when? I mean, I wish I would. Like, why would I need to make a registry and then buy stuff off of it? That's stupid. That just kind of looks like I'm thirsty on my registry. Like, guys, hey, look, guys, I put up a registry and everything was bought. Half of it was bought by me. Why do you need to put stuff through unless you're getting paid for this registry? Is this a paid promotion from Walmart that if you push their registries that they're going to drop you some money in your, I mean, you got to look at this, guys. On YouTube, everything can have a price on it. Okay? She could be doing a deal with Walmart, which is probably unlikely, but it's possible. She could be an ambassador. Ambassador programs can be anybody, okay? And you push registry like I tell you guys about my Amazon storefront. I get a commission from that. If you order something from my storefront, do you pay for it? No, but Amazon gives me a piece of that purchase because I referred them to you. You guys go buy this mic, I'm going to get a commission off of it, right? So maybe she's an ambassador for Walmart. I don't know. So if she goes and buys stuff through her registry, maybe it means something. But the fact of you going and buying stuff off a registry for your kids, that sounds stupid. Only unless you're getting something from it. Because at the end, not at the end, but you as a mother need to be buying for your kids, not on a registry. How you do it is your business. It just sounds silly when you threw in that additional detail because yeah, the devil's always in the details, guys. That's a detail that was irrelevant. But now that you made it relevant, it's kind of like, why would you do that? That's weird. Don't you just buy? Wouldn't you have just bought your kids stuff by now? Which you said you did. You had already bought Amaya's birthday gift. Um, but as far as buying stuff on the registry, I'm assuming, and yes, that video was made before the whole food stamp debacle. But now we know that she doesn't have any money, so of course people are going to go buy stuff. She took the link out of the description box. However, the video is still posted. So guys, double talk for that A double S, okay? Um, Jasmine is really, she's quite skilled at the double talk, okay? That was silly, Fran. I didn't get that either. Yeah, it's very silly. Now, if it's a wish, like if you were keeping a running list of things your kids wanted, that would make sense. But when you say I'm going to buy stuff off of the registry, that doesn't make sense. The things that I've already purchased, I will be taking off the registry, right? Why are you going to wait to see what's purchased and then you'll just come in and buy everything else? And maybe and you're that and you compared to me and many other people here, you are that popular. And maybe they will buy everything for you. And that's good. Good for you. But yeah, nobody wants to see the kids not have a Christmas. But what people are calling out is Jasmine, they may not have a Christmas because of you. You might be in trouble because of you and that mouth. Okay? That's really what it's all about. You oversharing lots and lots of private information is what has you sitting there with your hand on your head and looking very sad behind the Christmas tree playing the sad Christmas music. Right. And then the people who believe her when they happen to come through and see like a video of a reactor, then they're kind of like, I didn't know this, or wow. And it kind of plants a seed, and then they start to like, I mean, I was watching Jasmine just like everybody else was 2 years ago. It was just kind of like, what the hell's going on here? You just see the repeating, you hear the lies, you hear the wait a second. So I'm gonna take questions. I'm done with my list. I think um yeah, nobody messed with your food stamps. The only way they messed with your food stamps is if that man who was threatening you on Instagram that you decided for days on days to not address, um, yeah, he said he was packaging everything up and sending it somewhere, and I don't know if that was to CPS. And guys, speaking of CPS, Olivia, I guess, was feeling a little lonely and needed to jump on the CPS train. I did not even get to watch the whole video yet. We don't have to talk about it right now because I just don't have the brain space to even talk about that her at this moment. Cheryl Waz, you said, oh, user. I saw it said user, and I'm just like, okay, yes, user. Hmm. User. Um, Did she think she was going to get food stamps forever? Um, Look, and I'm going to be speaking to somebody here. There are people out here that have grandma raised up kids in the program, mom got on the program, and daughter. I don't know if that's the case for Jasmine, but I know that that is real. There have been generations successfully raising families in Section 8 housing, and on welfare. And that's a whole soapbox issue that I'm sure you can go to many channels to hear about. So to answer your question, maybe. Yeah. I don't know what her experience is or was. Um, it's possible. It's possible when Jasmine's grandmother was raising her, maybe she got some assistance. I'm not sure. I don't know. Yeah. I mean, these are real topics, guys. I know we sit here with, three mommies, but the three mommies um got a lot going on. And it's a lot of compelling things that happen to everybody, right? It touches all of us. And some of us have seen it, some of us have experienced, and some of us have heard about it. Um, any of these issues. But that's part of the reason why I like talking three mommies. Yeah, maybe they feel put upon. But at the end of the day, we're discussing their video. But look, you're not special at the end of the day because this stuff is happening to lots of people everywhere. So yeah, we're using your videos to have these conversations. But these are real conversations that need to be had so that people can get some clarity as to choices and behavior and normalizing um, either what we want or don't want. And I think Jasmine is coming to the reality that the gravy train has pulled into the train station. And like Chrissy, who really wanted people out of her business, I think financially, or maybe saw it coming or heard one too many stories of people losing their benefits because they got called out. Whether she gets stuff or not, I don't know. According to her, she doesn't get anything. So she decided maybe I need to back away from all of that because I don't like that smoke. And that's not how I want to live. You hear Chrissy talk all the time. She's middle class. Okay? She's a suburban mom. Okay? She's in the car pickup line with the SUV. Okay? So she wants a particular lifestyle, clearly, right? Jasmine, I think, is going to have to realize that you are making a little too much to be considered poor or poorest of the poor. That is what those benefits are set aside for: people who are in trauma, people who have no money, people's kids who are starving. Okay? Um And if they decide that you no longer qualify or you've done something to disqualify, you can't blame anybody but you. That's all I'm saying. It might sound harsh, but at the end of the day, if they're going to stop you from going to jail, ma'am, because if you want to keep fleecing the system, yeah, there's probably going to be little to no appetite with a vice president who was a federal prosecutor in the House on government fleecing of funds during the 2020 pandemic for that ass, okay? If I were you and you're committing a fraud, yeah, I would back that thing on up out of there, wipe my tears, and get my big girl on and realize, yeah, I could do this. I'm a YouTuber, damn it. I'm going to make this money. Let me make 10 more videos. Let me get my promos done. That's some women's empowerment, okay? That's all I'm saying. Jasmine, you better make some lemonade, and I mean quick. Because yeah, if you're not getting food stamps anymore, yeah, you don't get the check till the 21st, boo-boo. That's YouTube payday. Or you better get your promos popping. But if I were you, I would keep them of a Christmas nature. Everybody doesn't want to be in a video talking about terminations and relationship woes. I mean, this was her Vlogmas Day 6 video, guys. But she's got to be real. Yeah. It's a joke. It's a joke. Yeah, if we don't talk about it, Queen V, it won't get talked about. Nettie, I believe we're concerned, no hate to all them thinking about the kids. They really, it's, concerned in the sense that I think that this is an interesting topic. I don't have anything out of the realm of like, um, I don't want to say I don't, my care comes from I watch this program. Jasmine is an adult and she's going to be okay. The concern for me is someone who is messing with people's intelligence, which is called gaslighting, conflating issues and creating storylines and really tripping people up and out. And if she is a scammer, yeah, that's not my platform. I'm not the scammer. I'm not the scammer uh, eradicator. That's not my platform. If she's scamming, that's for her to discuss with whomever has gotten scammed. In terms of trying to put the pieces together, yeah, that's what I like to do. I like to see the whole picture. So, but it is unfortunate. And I don't want to see the collateral damage of the children. But at the end of the day, if you've got a mom who can course correct and get her life together, yeah, the kids are going to be all the much better for that. If someone is allowed to continue to fleece and finesse, that can lead to some place where the kids will be coming to visit you. Right, Debo. Don't insult our intelligence. Ray of Sunshine, she can't be mad at everyone when she's created this drama by oversharing and keeping up with her own life and storyline. Yeah. If you don't talk about it, it won't get talked about. People still talk about 30,000 that Chrissy allegedly made. I think she said that was supposed to be over the span of 2 months, but you're still saying you made $15,000 in a month, which it is possible. I don't know for her that it's possible because there's YouTubers out there that are making $30,000 a month, no lie, and more, 6 figures in a month. But I don't know that that's her. And if she had some particularly good videos, I mean, she's got a couple videos that are in the 6 figures. So if that all happened in a 1 month period, yeah, she might have got broke off pretty lovely 1 month because it's money that you just don't believe. I mean, guys, if you're following any of the beauty community and have heard how much money is flowing through the beauty community, these paid posts, there was something that was published recently about, well, you all know that Kim Kardashian, for some brands, one post on Instagram gets her $1 million. Who's Kim Kardashian, you ask? She's one of the first influencers. I mean, she's not the first, but in terms of in the social media age of people that we saw walking around like this and constantly on that BlackBerry, do you remember that? Constantly on Twitter, constantly for those of us who live the YouTube, uh, life, and you know that you're constantly, your phone is your lifeline because you're posting, you're answering, you're addressing comments, you're checking your business, you're checking your analytics, you're checking everything, checking your email, all that. um this woman is up to 1 million, and to think that there's no one else out here that gets 1 million or $500,000 a post is foolish to think that. There's a lot of money that used to be on television that is now on the internet coming advertising dollars. Google is one of the wealthiest companies in existence ever. Okay. Um, it's possible. I don't know what she makes, and I don't really care, but yeah, it's possible. It's possible she did it. It's not happening every month because she hasn't really been posting, and I don't know that her videos get that much play, but after their life cycle. Okay, guys, it looks like the chat is stopping a little bit. So you asked your mom for money, and the reason why she stated YouTube is because she needs extra money. Yeah. Well, her mom stopped working a part-time job because Jasmine didn't want her to have to work so hard. So she created the YouTube channel, and that would be her extra income. But now it's a drama channel. It's a affiliate channel to Jasmine's to kind of do runoff drama that maybe Jasmine doesn't want to address, or that Jasmine wants to use her mother as a softer mouthpiece. But see, what happened was is that her mom got tipsy that night, or drunk, whichever one you want to say. Um, I don't know because I'm not a breathalyzer, but she'd had some alcohol, and in the form of a fully loaded Baja Blast, and went to town, um, and basically ruined her look, her reputation in one night. So Cheryl's saying, I feel bad for the kids, but I still don't know what's really true. I refuse to buy anything for any of them. Sorry. I think what's true is there's a registry that's real, and she's asking people to buy her gifts. Jasmine is on food stamps. She says that they've been cut off. We don't know. I don't even know if she was on food stamps. Maybe she does have an EBT card. I don't know. What we do know is based on this video and what she's saying, that's what to believe, like what to take into your heart and believe as truth. Like they say, believe half of what you see and none of what you hear. Okay? If your trust level with her is very low, believe half of what you see and none of what you hear. Okay? It's, her mom is not a millionaire. And for her mom to have to continue to subsidize her lifestyle based on choices. Jasmine does have allegedly she's got a bachelor's degree from Houston Tillotson College. She's got the degree prominently posted over her shoulder. It has a kinesiology a bachelor's in kinesiology, which could qualify her for personal trainer, maybe a gym teacher, coach. She's got a bachelor's degree. She could have gotten a teaching license, maybe taught preschool, elementary school, potentially in a gym health teacher capacity. I mean, we know she likes to talk health. So maybe she could have been the health teacher / gym teacher at the middle school. I don't know what else kinesiology technically is kind of a science discipline, but it's back in my day, they used to call that the gym degree. So if you wanted to be a gym teacher or you were a sports guy, maybe you studied kinesiology. Okay, it does have a fair degree of science and physical science, biology, things of that nature. You've got a degree, and even without a degree, you can still go get a job. There's plenty of jobs that you can qualify for that don't require a degree. But this is her choice. So I'm not saying she needs to go get a job. I'm just saying that she's made choices to be on YouTube. She made choices to follow a man named Philip who told her he wanted her to be a stay-at-home mom and stay home with children, who was not your husband and who was involved in some of the most heinous types of criminal activity that you profited from. She is a woman who has made lots of choices in her life that have gotten her to where she is sitting here with the sad Christmas music at almost 30 years old. Okay? Looking like she's shocked. Yes, she did say that, Latoy. Latoy, the streets are talking. I feel bad for Maya. You told us the money people sent her for for her birthday. You, she's gonna buy food for. Now, should she buy toys over food? No, she should buy food. Let's be honest. If you truly have no food in the house. But what I'm gonna need for you to do is this is Jasmine or Chris. Yeah, you guys, you got your family of 6, even a family of 5. Everybody can't afford to fill up their pantry in one full sweep. They can't. But your pantry is meant to, like, when there's spaghetti, like right now, this time of year, when they're selling macaroni elbows for 33 cents, yeah, buy 10 boxes. The other day, they had 3-pound boxes of rigatoni and elbows on sale. Yeah, there's 3 people in this house, but I can tell you one thing. I'm going to make some baked ziti and macaroni and cheese this year, right? Macaronis last for a long time. I bought a lot because if the store is shut down, guess what? Your girl got everything she needs over here, okay? And it's not about having a certain amount of money. I spend the same amount of money on food all the time. I have a certain budget that I allocate because I do subscribe. I do lots of different things. Back on topic is that you buy what's on sale. You buy what you need. And then if you buy some stuff that you know are staples for your pantry, like noodles, if your kids eat noodles, if you eat graham crackers and crackers, or you know you're going to need sugar, I mean, my gosh, toilet paper, all of your staples, if something is on sale, pick up what's on sale. Next time you go back, pick up some more that's on sale. Buy Fill up your pantry, guys, on sale. Whenever there's a sale, buy a lot of it. Do you ever notice when stuff is on sale, it's all gone? It's not because everybody just needed to make vegetable beef and barley soup. It was on sale. So they filled up their pantry with it. Okay. Right? Tasha knows. Tasha used to coupon. You know what I'm saying? Anybody will tell you that. You buy what's on sale to fill up your pantry. Now, do you need a whole bunch of bread? Now, if you're a big family, y'all eat a lot of bread and you have a deep freezer and you got some room, freeze 5 loaves. I don't know. If it means something to you, that if stores shut down and you need to have 2 weeks of food and you got a bunch of boys or grilled cheese eaters or peanut butter and jelly eaters, yeah, you might want to put a couple of loaves of bread in the freezer. Okay. Shop the sales. That's how you fill up your pantry. Oh, it's Christmas time. Vanilla, cinnamon, allspice, sage, all these things are on sale right now. They got the cute little containers or Glad bags and all that stuff is on sale right now with the Christmas frost on it. Yeah, buy all that stuff because it's on sale. Okay. Yes, my pantry, I'm sorry guys. I wanted to do a pantry tour, but I was almost embarrassed being a family of 3 at how much food we actually have in the pantry and how much I have in my supply closet because I didn't want people to feel like I was trying to show off. I am proud that I have figured out a system to be able to keep myself stocked and not spend a whole lot of money. It's not like I'm going to start a whole YouTube channel on it, but did want to kind of share like how I did it and how I did it cost effectively and through shopping sales and paying attention to what I bought. But I'm sorry. I think it's almost irresponsible as a mother of 4 to be at the point where you're saying you have no food in the house because you got a whole man that had spent the whole weekend at your house eating you out of house and home. You should at least have some spaghetti and some cans of tomatoes to be able to make some spaghetti and tomato and some ground beef, something. I'm sorry. If it's that bad and Chris is not living with you, Jasmine, yeah, you need to put him out today. I'm sorry. There is no man that's going to be eating over my kids, especially a boyfriend, because a husband worth being a husband would never do that. I was out of work for a whole month and I have bad neuropathy. I didn't get a paycheck. I budgeted, had coupons, and had money on the side and didn't have to worry. Yes. Same here, Fran. We are a family of 3. We stay stocked. Exactly. Because if there's a surge, I may not want to go out the house, or there's another meat plant that shuts down or something. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you don't know what's going on out here. Freeze bread. I stopped buying shredded cheese. If you guys watch my other channel, when I have pizza and stuff like that, we do those pizzas from Aldi. Shredding your own cheese is delicious. Yeah, it takes time. Did you guys see my Thanksgiving video? I was shredding 2 pounds of cheese into my macaroni and cheese, and that stuff was good. And you know what? It's gluten free, because if you didn't know it, the reason how shredded cheese stays separated is because they coat it with a film of what's supposed to be flour. We don't know what that stuff is. So yeah, cheese when it's got additional ingredients in it, it's because they are trying to make it look attractive. Because cheese, when you shred it, it all clumps together. You know why? Because you're not putting additives on it. Shred your own cheese, guys. It's better for you. It tastes better, and it's less calories. Okay, you can save a couple calories that way. Um, It's about making your money work for you. Yes. I mean, yeah, noodles, egg noodles, all this stuff. And then you have some protein or keep some vegetables in your fridge. There are people on CBS. They used to have a segment on CBS Sunday mornings called Chef on a Shoestring. And they would have like a five-star chef, or from a popular New York or New Jersey restaurant come through. Any of my New Yorkers out here, if you watch CBS Good Morning on Sundays, and they may still do it, Chef on a Shoestring, they used to give them like $25 and have them make a meal. And the meal could even stretch for more. I mean, because you're going to have leftover ingredients. You're not going to use the whole cabbage, or if you use the whole cabbage, you're not going to use the whole dozen of eggs. You know what I mean? Keep in mind. So just because it's a $25 meal, there's ingredients that will be left over that can, I mean, if you buy a bag of rice for $3 or $6, that bag of rice can feed you for a long time, depending on what kind of rice you buy, right? You should, I mean, I'm Caribbean. My parents are from a poor country called Haiti. And we always had rice in the house. I always have rice in the house. I always have beans, rice, onions, pasta, tomatoes, potatoes, milk. There's just some things I always have. If I don't have anything, I got a potatoes, onions, rice, some sort of vegetable. Next year, guys, I'm gonna start growing collard greens. That's a whole nother topic in my other channel. But I'm gonna have vegetables outside. Not a lot, but some. Okay. But yeah, you gotta have eggs, you gotta have your rice, you gotta have those staples that you can do anything with. And if you are blessed enough to have some protein in your freezer, well, then you're good. But rice can go a long way. Period. We all know this, right? Um, and if you've got some protein or vegetables, then you're even better. But yeah, this whole thing, unfortunately, with Jasmine, and I hate to keep, I'm gonna wrap this up, but I feel like she has done a number out here. And I hope that some people who are watching this understand that this is not a bash session. This is a truth telling session. Okay. Um, she is making this out to be not what it is, which is her fault, her problem, her business, her finances, her man, her kids, her Christmas, and her channel. Okay. And we're just talking about it. But Jasmine, I hate to end this with sorry, not sorry, but sorry, not sorry. If the chickens have now come home to roost, yeah, you need to start making some lemonade, boo boo, because there's nothing better after seeing a setback than seeing the comeback. So if you want to be the comeback kid, girl, get your life and figure this all the way out, because yeah, nobody likes to see a schlump a dump around the holidays. Yeah, you need to pick yourself up and, like Aaliyah says, dust yourself off and try again. Okay? Please. Guys, members, mods, you guys are awesome. All of you subscribers out there, what it do, what it do. I'm so happy you guys came through. The bushes, y'all have been up to doing the most. And we see what you've been doing, causing that chaos out here. But hey, everyone's got their part. Some people are watching, some people are playing, some people are posting, some people are talking. I mean, it is what it is, guys. Okay? But Jasmine, yeah, victim is not a badge that we're giving you, honey. Okay? We're not giving you the victim badge. The victims are probably the kids, maybe your mom, certainly not John, aka Chris, and most definitely not you. Okay? Um, thank you, Debo. So anyway, guys, I'm going to go. Thank you so much for listening, entertaining this rant. Like, comment, and subscribe, share. I certainly appreciate it. Guys, also, I am dropping a video right after this because I didn't get to drop it yesterday. So if you would, Joanne C., how are you? Aw, Joanne, we're going to do this again because this was fun. Guys, I love for everyone to participate, but there's just something about this member mod chat that I am feeling. Guys, get your life, come through and chat for $1.99. Help support this endeavor. Guys, when you do YouTube, it's not cheap. Now, it's free for you guys to watch, and that's cool. But if you guys enjoy this commentary, you enjoy this channel, you want to support in another way, you want to make sure you can hear me, you want to show some love. The AdSense dollars are not always promised. Okay. Come and holla, come through for $1.99 or any of the other levels, whatever you decide. But this will definitely be something that we will make as part of the program. And I appreciate all of you. And I will see you tomorrow for my regular schedule live. And I will see you out here in these videos on these YouTube streets, guys. See you later. Bye, everyone. I hope I didn't miss anyone. That girl T, Joanne, all of you who joined today. Mwah. If I didn't call your name out, it's not because I don't care, and it's not because I don't appreciate you guys. I love you guys. Thank you so much. And have a great day. Bye subbies, bye bushes, bye to the bees. I can't use curse words because I'm respecting one of my listeners right now who's got some little ears listening, and I didn't want to say anything to damage the little people. Okay, Mom Dukes needs to tell this Chris guy. Why should she when they already call him son-in-law? They've already elevated him. Why would she? Okay, guys, we will talk about this tomorrow. Bye.